Welcome back to episode number 14, ladies and gentlemen. We have a special guest. It will be Jason Tsunami playing the Pelicans this time around for me to commentate. So he'll be the one actually playing this match. I'll be the one commentating. Funny enough, it'll be a mirror match. Pelicans versus Pelicans, New Orleans versus New Orleans. Now he'll actually be I want to say the away side. So it's a bit confusing here because he's wearing blue, but at the same time, on the bottom left screen here, New Orleans blue is actually home. So he's actually the team wearing blue, and he's away. So he's actually losing 4-0 right now. Every time you play mirror matches, it's very interesting seeing how each player prefers to defend the matchup respectively. And he does get one back against AD, and it looks like they're just going to run standard coverage. So it's positional coverage. AD is going to be guarding AD for the most part. Boogie is going to be guarding Boogie for the most part. Unless, of course, they do off-ball screens or they switch, whatnot. And it looks like both guys will be playing the Jrue Holiday as the point guard position. Jamal Crawford is the 2 on our side. It's a great pass, actually. He's holding the ball a little bit too long unless he wants to make a play. He does, finally. If you look at me personally, I don't use the triangle cuts all that often. I don't find it as effective. It works only the first 2-3 times. After that, I'm sure you can force your opponents to play off ball, and then he'll just read that play altogether. Anthony Davis is, of course, he's a complete physical specimen. There may never be another AD type of player at the 4 spot. And it's still a very close game. Both players looks like just trying to feel each other out, see what type of matchups they prefer, what type of offense they prefer. Pick and rolls will probably be most prevalent on both ends of the field, of the court, sorry. Also, straight up post up is something of a lost art in NBA 2K, in my opinion. Now, there are guys that exclusively post, but for the most part, most of the opponents that I've personally played, I'll only say maybe about 15%. 15 to 20% of them actually throw the ball down low and straight up post you. And that's pretty much a turnover when it's a jump ball and you lose possession. Quick feed to Ashik, surprisingly running down the lane. AD again against AD. Another triangle. Cut. And he actually makes a 3 with Diallo. A shocker. Underhand pass. Diallo for another dunk, I believe. Yes, it is. The posterizer icon has been negated, but it doesn't really matter. AD. Ooh. Got bothered by AD as well. We got Eton Moore. No, Eton Moore's cutting through. He doesn't get it to him. Solomon Hill gets blocked. Quick cutoff by Davis on our side. Solomon Hill's going to go for the triangle, and that's a perfect release. The triangle cut. I have seen a couple of opponents to use that type of cheese a lot, even from last year. Good pick and roll, but Davis able to get the block before he lays the ball home. Still only down 1 right now. Tough to say who's going to win this. The pick and roll is basically destroying the defense right now. It's completely distorting the positions of all the players. You're going to draw the big man out of the net. Hard for you to rebound. Hard for you to counterattack, essentially. Jrue Holiday going to find Anthony Davis for a 3. He knocks it down. Tie ball game. With 2.6 seconds left in this half. And he just throws it out of bounds there. Double team. Triangle. Okay. That's another risk of using a lot of triangle cuts on the controller, because once your opponents go in for the reach, it it's a 50-50 ball. You're going to lose the jump ball most of the time, especially when you're playing the point guard up top. When you're trying to get the cut through like that. Look at that. You got off right there. That's like a good triangle cut. Holiday moving away from, well, the opposing Drew Holiday. 4-point lead at the moment. Etwan Moore against Etwan Moore would also be an interesting matchup. Ashik just sitting there for some reason for 3. The bailout foul. Not sure what's going on down there. He makes the first bucket. And he'll make the second free throw. It's up 6. Slight advantage. I don't think Boogie's playing. So both Ashiks are on. Someone's open. Etwan Moore for 3. He can knock it down for sure. It looks like he wants to cut him off the middle, force sideline or baseline. He's going to feed it to Ashik, who then feeds it to Davis. Doesn't make the midi. Drew Holiday. No, that's not Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday can't do that. It's Anthony Davis. So Tsunami's Anthony Davis scoring 13 points, 10 already in the paint. I'm just afraid of the stamina issue right now for both number 23s. Boogies have been sitting for a while, and that's another triangle cut. Good find. Actually, it might have been a pick and roll instead. Timeout is called. Need to regroup. Well, the opposing team's Boogie is back early. He's going to pull up, knocks down the midi. Extending lead to 5. Okay, well, that's what happens. That's what happens when one of the bigs go in for the fast break. It's extremely difficult to stop them unless you plant another big man down low or put pressure on the ball handler, not giving him the easy entry pass or outlet pass. Davis trying to exploit Boogie's lack of speed. It's good recovery though. Regardless, it's an open dunk. Up 5. Etwan Moore gonna give it to Boogie. 7 seconds left. Ashik is actually getting bullied for some reason. His strength is like really high in this game. I would just double him. Yeah, no bucket. No bucket. Boogie versus Boogie. That's a triangle cut. It's not there. He canceled it. Drew Holiday pump fake. Go up. Almost knocks down that 3. Wasn't able to extend the lead to double digits. That's a careless pass anyways. I'm going to fire it up. Solomon Hill, two-hander. That's up 9. And in this spot, you're in a pretty good situation. Anthony Davis wide open, though. So, maybe not. I would definitely recommend slowing the game down if it were up to me. But considering how fast-paced the Pelicans can play, you might get punished. Oh! Okay, that's a good cut. That is a good cut. Back up to 9. Once it's a 2-minute mark or 1:30 mark, I will slow the game down significantly. So I would just hold the ball whatsoever. And again, L2 back down. Still fairly comfortable. 7-point lead. As long as you keep possession of the ball, slow the pace down, and run back to prevent the fast break, you're in decent shape. Now I think AD at this point is pretty tired. That's a tough 3. He jacks an air ball. If it would hit the rim, it would have been a lot safer, just because they can't start the fast break right away. There's a quick 3 down. That's Jordan Crawford. It's a 4-point game. Now things get a lot interesting. You can't really slow the game down anymore. You gotta get a clean look. Either pop the midi or do a pick and roll, or even just post up and spread them. That's a bad pass. I think he might have misplayed that one. He probably wanted to post a Boogie, but pressed the wrong button, I would assume. Now it's a 2-point game, and anybody can win now at this point. Anybody. It looks like they want to play a spread type of offense, and they do go with the boogie post up. Unfortunately, Anthony Davis's 3-point range is not that good. So they're going to throw in a double team here, and he rushed a 3. If he had made that 3, the game might have been almost over. But that didn't happen. AD spinning, and that's a bucket, and it's a tie ball game. It's a tie ball game. I would have called a timeout probably 2-3 buckets ago. But we're in the flow. He's only got 1 timeout left, really. So maybe in hindsight, he shouldn't have. He didn't make the bucket. If it was an and one, again, would have been a lot safer. He does not make the first bucket. He doesn't make the first free throw, unfortunately. And his stamina's probably tanked up right now. He doesn't make either one. They can push for a good look, like that. He pump faked. Kick out to Drew Holiday. Defenses are still pretty set. He's going to have to go one-on-one. And he overplayed them. Anthony Davis was out of position. And then there Anthony Davis was able to just roll right in for the easy dunk. Very bad spot now for Tsunami. He needs to figure out how he's going to initiate the offense. Now he's going to basically turn himself inside. Going to give it to Solomon Hill for the prayer. His 3-point, I think, is only around 78 overall. And at this point, he had to score this one just to put it away. Although he could also just hold back and wait for an intentional foul. And the game's over. Air ball, over. So let's look at the stat line here. 21, 6, and 2. 10 for 14. Boogie Cousins, 13, 4, and 4. That's crazy stats. Drew Holiday dropped 10 and 7. She gets actually no rebounds. No rebounds. Okay, so this is actually the opponent because they never played Diallo. Now let's look at Tsunami stats. 15 and 5. Where's his Boogie? Yeah, his Boogie only has 3 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. That's why it wasn't as successful, because Diallo is your third leading scorer. Just can't win games like that. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and comment below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.